Chemical sunscreens versus physical sunscreens, pros and cons. Title: Chemical sunscreens versus physical sunscreens, pros and cons. Introduction. In today's world, where the harmful effects of the sun's ultraviolet, UV, radiation are well known, sunscreen has become an essential part of our lives. With so many options available, choosing the right sunscreen can be overwhelming. In this article, we will explore the pros and cons of two common types of sunscreens: chemical sunscreens and physical sunscreens. Chemical sunscreens. Chemical sunscreens work by absorbing the sun's UV radiation and converting it into heat energy. They contain organic compounds like oxybenzone, avobenzone, and octinoxate that create a chemical reaction on the skin, ultimately protecting it from harmful rays. Pros of chemical sunscreens. 1. Broad-spectrum protection. Chemical sunscreens offer excellent protection against both UVA and UVB rays. They provide a higher sun protection factor (SPF) rating than physical sunscreens, making them useful in preventing sunburn and reducing the risk of skin cancer. 2. Lightweight and easy to apply. Chemical sunscreens typically have a thinner consistency, making them easier to spread on the skin. They are often considered more cosmetically elegant, quickly absorb rooting into the skin without leaving a white cast. 3. Longer-lasting protection. Chemical sunscreens provide longer-lasting protection as they are less likely to be rubbed off or washed away by sweat or water. Their formulation helps them adhere well to the skin, ensuring that their efficacy is maintained even during outdoor activities. Cons of chemical sunscreens. 1. Potential skin irritation. Some individuals with sensitive skin may experience irritation or allergic reactions to the chemical compounds found in these sunscreens. The need to find a suitable formula and avoid potential allergens can be challenging for those with such sensitivities. While the risk is minimal in normal use, it is a point of consideration for some users. 3. Limited environment. Friendliness. Some chemical compounds found in sunscreens, such as oxybenzone and octinoxate, have been found to be harmful to marine life, particularly coral reefs. This has led to bans on certain chemical sunscreens in areas with fragile ecosystems, so users should be mindful of their environmental impact. Physical sunscreens. Physical sunscreens, also known as mineral sunscreens, act as a physical barrier on the skin. They contain active ingredients like zinc oxide and titanium dioxide, which work by reflecting and scattering the sun's rays. Pros of physical sunscreens. 1. Safe for sensitive skin. Physical sunscreens are generally considered safe for all skin types, including sensitive skin. They rely on mineral ingredients, which are less likely to cause irritation or allergic reactions. 2. Immediate protection. Physical sunscreens provide instant protection upon application, as they work by reflecting the sun's rays. This eliminates the need to wait for the product to absorb into skin before going outside. 3. Less risk of chemical absorption. Unlike chemical sunscreens, physical sunscreens primarily sit on top of the skin, creating a physical barrier against UV radiation. This reduces the risk of potential chemical absorption and related concerns. Cons of physical sunscreens. 1. White cast and texture. Physical sunscreens have a thicker consistency and can leave a white cast on the skin, which some users may find less aesthetically pleasing. However, advancements in formulation have improved their texture, making them easier to blend into the skin. 2. Limited broad-spectrum protection. While physical sunscreens provide effective protection against UVB rays, they may not always offer equal protection against UVA rays. Users should look for broad spectrum physical sunscreens to ensure comprehensive protection. 3. Reapplication requirement. Physical sunscreens can be easily wiped off or washed away by sweat, water, or friction. To maintain their effectiveness, they need frequent reapplication, especially dew. Ring outdoor activities or extended sun exposure. Chemical sunscreens and physical sunscreens both have their pros and cons, and it's important to consider these factors when selecting the right sunscreen for your needs. Chemical sunscreens offer broad spectrum protection against UVA and UVB rays, have a lightweight and easy-to-apply consistency, and provide longer-lasting protection. However, they may cause skin irritation in some individuals. Raise concerns about chemical absorption and hormonal disruption, and have limited environmental friendliness. On the other hand, physical sunscreens are safe for sensitive skin, provide immediate protection upon application, and have a lower risk of chemical absorption. However, they can leave a white cast on the skin and may not offer as comprehensive protection against UVA rays. Additionally, they require frequent reapplication to maintain their effectiveness. Ultimately, the choice between chemical and physical sunscreen depends on personal preference, skin type, and specific needs. It's important to select a sunscreen that suits your individual requirements and to ensure regular and diligent use to protect your skin from the harmful effects of the sun's UV radiation. By carefully weighing the pros and cons of chemical sunscreens and physical sunscreens, individuals can make an informed decision that aligns with their priorities. Those who prioritize convenience, longer-lasting protection, and broad-spectrum coverage may opt for chemical sunscreens. However, it is crucial for individuals with sensitive skin or concerns about chemical absorption to be mindful of potential skin irritation or hormonal disruption. On the other hand, individuals with sensitive skin or a desire for immediate protection and a lower risk of chemical absorption may prefer physical sunscreens. Despite their limitations in terms of texture and broad-spectrum coverage, physical sunscreens offer a safer option for those with sensitive skin and provide a physical barrier against UV radiation. No matter which sunscreen type one chooses, the regular and diligent use of any sunscreen is essential to shield the skin from the harmful effects of the sun's UV radiation. Chemical sunscreens and physical sunscreens are both popular options for protecting the skin from the harmful effects of the sun's ultraviolet, UV, radiation. Chemical sunscreens work by absorbing sun's UV radiation and converting it into heat energy. They contain organic compounds that create a chemical reaction on the skin, ultimately protecting it from harmful rays. On the other hand, physical sunscreens act as a physical barrier on the skin, reflecting and scattering the sun's rays. Chemical sunscreens offer several advantages. They provide broad-spectrum protection against both UVA and UVB rays and often have a higher sun protection factor, SPF, rating than physical sunscreens. This makes them effective in preventing sunburn and reducing the risk of skin cancer. Additionally, chemical sunscreens are lightweight and easy to apply. They often have a thinner consistency, making them easier to spread on the skin. They are also considered more cosmetically elegant, quickly absorbing into the skin without leaving a white cast. Furthermore, chemical sunscreens provide longer lasting protection as they are less likely to be rubbed off or washed away by sweat or water. Their formulation helps them adhere well to the skin, ensuring that their efficacy is maintained even due. Ring outdoor activities. However, chemical sunscreens also have some drawbacks to consider. Some individuals with sensitive skin may experience irritation or allergic reactions to the chemical compounds found in these sunscreens. Hence, finding a suitable formula and avoiding potential allergens can be challenging for those with such sensitivities. Additionally, there are concerns about potential hormonal disruption caused by